Discover new opportunities together in a new Chevy. Meet up in an Equinox, winner of the J.D. Power Award for initial quality among compact SUVs. Lend a hand in the strong and capable Silverado, or mix it up in a high-tech Trax with an available 11-inch diagonal touchscreen. Find family, friends, and fun in the Chevy that's right for you. Click to learn more. Chevrolet, together let's drive. For J.D. Power 2023 U.S. Initial Quality Study Award information, visit jdpower.com/awards.
Lucky Land Casino, asking people, what's the weirdest place you've gotten lucky?
Lucky? In line at the deli, I guess?
Aha, in my dentist's office. More than once, actually.
Do I have to say?
Yes, you do.
In the car before my kids' PTA meeting.
Really?
Yes.
Excuse me, what's the weirdest place you've gotten lucky?
I never win and tell.
Well, there you have it. You can get lucky anywhere, playing at LuckyLandSlots.com. Play for free right now. Are you feeling lucky? No purchase necessary. Void where prohibited by law. 18+. Terms and conditions apply. See website for details.
Previously on the ISFET archives.
Are you Emily Swanson?
Yes. Detective Bullard?
George, please. Did the suspect say anything to you?
No. He just said he wanted the cash from the register, and then Sam gave him the cash.
And then what happened?
He saw me, and I think he recognized me because he panicked and turned to run into the street, and then...
It's okay, Emily. So that's when he was hit by the truck.
Yes.
You said someone was following you?
Yeah, a well-dressed woman.
This is Contractor Hart with an update on the current project. When I arrived at the meeting to discuss negotiations, I discovered September and Hastings with my prospect.
You are to secure the prospect at all costs.
We need to know if there are other Contra operatives around. How much intel does she have on us? We know too little.
Emily, there are plenty of reported cases of chroniclers escaping Contra assassins. We will do our best to protect you.
Wait, you said that I might be able to lead her to another anomaly? Is that true? Are there more like me around here?
We are not certain. There could be.
Emily, has anything else strange been happening around you? Have people been getting injured for no reason, or are you seeing things? Having dreams?
No, nothing out of the ordinary.
ISFIT is what we call the chaos. It's a force that lives outside the boundaries of universal law. It's what makes you so dangerous.
If something changes, please let us know right away.
ISFET Archives has adult language and violence and is not suitable for children. Listener discretion is advised. ISFET Archives is a Creative Typo entertainment production. If you enjoy this show, we invite you to support us on Patreon at www.patreon.com/Creative Typo. All levels of membership include ad-free listening, and our binge tier includes access to this complete season. Thank you for listening.
Chapter 5. The Crime.
An anomaly enters into its power during its early 20s. During this time, they will begin to exhibit peculiar behaviors, and many will claim to see distorted visions or daydreams. These dreams are one of the few indicators that an anomaly has tapped ISFET.
Early morning shifts at the Best Strip Cafe had instilled the habit of rising early in Emily's daily routine. Coffee was brewed, toast with peanut butter rested on a small plate next to a dozen sliced strawberries, and Emily Swanson sat on her couch comfortably dressed in her pajamas. With a heavy sigh, Emily flipped through the channels hoping to find a distraction from the dreams of the night before. When she woke, she could still taste the salty ocean waters. She could still see the storm cloud looming above and the ship deck below. Sitting in her apartment next to her gray, long-haired cat Tribble, Emily felt just as alone as her dream self felt aboard that empty transport ship. She could call Sam or Amber, and either of them would come, but it was better that they left last night to go to their respective homes. They would say she was acting ridiculous, but deep down she knew they were in danger while they were around her. The best way to protect them would be to keep them at a distance. The coffee, kitty, and clicker were all Emily needed this morning. Emily smiled as Tribble nuzzled her nose into her hand.
All right, Tribble, you have my attention. I hope you're okay around me. If you see any blue lines, you had better tell me right away. Deal? Deal. Now let's see what's on the news this morning.
The grand opening is slated for the 14th. And now, in more tragic news, the Family Regional Bank was robbed by 4 armed individuals last night.
Wow. Tribble, that's only a couple blocks from us.
Police arrived on the scene shortly after the bank's alarm system was tripped. Before the police could arrive, however, the gunman opened fire on bank guards and customers.
Oh my God!
Reports show casualties, including 1 customer, 2 bank guards, and 3 of the 4 assailants. Police have yet to release the names of the victims as the investigation is ongoing. Detective George Bullard had this to say about the event.
The events of last night are truly a tragedy, and our hearts go out to the families of the victims. Our department has detained the surviving suspect, and we will continue to investigate the events of last night. I would note that this is the first robbery of note for the Family Regional Bank. The department is working day and night to keep our neighborhoods and our citizens safe. I have no further comments at this time.
I've met that detective, Tribble. He's an okay guy for a cop.
The department has released the name and photo of the 1 surviving suspect, Marcus Baker, age 26, local to Chicago. To the best of our knowledge, Marcus Baker has no previous criminal record.
Huh, Marcus Baker. He looks so familiar, right, Mr. Tribble? Maybe he came into the cafe at some point. I can shoot Sam a text and see if he knows.
We will continue to provide details as the story progresses. Now, over to Terry with sports.
Well, Mr. Tribble, I think that's probably enough TV for me. I was supposed to be cheering myself up, and this is not helping.
Detective George Bullard sits down in a gray interrogation room with Marcus Baker. Marcus is the only remaining survivor of the group of individuals that robbed the Family Regional Bank of Chicago.
Hello, Marcus. Do you mind if I call you Marcus?
Nope.
My name's Detective Bullard. I'll be conducting this interview. I have a couple items I'd like to confirm before we begin. Please just answer yes or no to the following questions. Is your name Marcus Baker?
Yes.
You are 26 years of age?
I'll be 27 in 2 weeks.
Please answer only yes or no at this point. Are you 26 years of age?
Yes.
Do you fully understand your rights, and at the time of arrest and or after arriving at the station were you presented with the Miranda warning?
Yes, I know my rights.
You have willingly waived the right to an attorney and have requested to deal with the overseeing detective, in name, myself.
Yes.
Very good. Thank you, Marcus. Now we can begin the interview. Are you ready?
Yes.
How did you know the other 3 suspects?
One of them is my older brother. Was my older brother. His name is Turner.
And the other 2?
The other 2 are his friends, Drew and Rick. They were kind of assholes, but Turner liked them.
And whose idea was it to rob the bank?
It was Drew's idea, but it was my brother's plan.
What was your brother's plan?
Look, we never meant to hurt anyone. Only one of our guns was loaded, and I didn't even know that. Turner didn't want any of us to have loaded weapons. I didn't think that he was dumb enough to load his own. I didn't think anyone would get hurt. I swear.
Okay, let's start from the top. How was the plan supposed to go?
Well, okay. Drew used to work at the bank. They fired him about a month ago because the manager hated him or something. I don't know for sure. Drew said it was bullshit reasons, but like I said, Drew's kind of a dick.
You don't know why he was actually fired?
I think he got fired for not doing a till check. Drew was super pissed about it because he said no one does till checks like they're supposed to. He said that the management just used that as an excuse to fire him.
A till check?
I'm not exactly sure what the rules are on a till check, but from what he said, it's where the people at the counter are supposed to have someone come count out their money after the till has too much cash in it. After a manager counts it, then they take it back to the vault. But apparently, nobody does that when they're supposed to, so the tills just get a bunch of money in it.
Then what happened?
Well, like I said, Drew was super pissed, and he was going off about how we should rob the place. He said they owed him. I told him he was stupid, but Turner started thinking about it more and more. He couldn't get it out of his head. He said we could actually do it, and then made up a plan.
Back to the plan. What exactly was the plan?
Well, Drew said that the guards were not supposed to actually engage in the situation of a robbery unless someone was actively shooting. So Turner said that if we go in and just flash our guns, we could rob the tills. He said that the guards wouldn't shoot us and we could get in and out real easy. We just needed to go in, grab a hostage really quick, and then the guards would leave us alone. And if we were just getting the tills and not worried about the vault or anything, we'd be in and out real fast.
So the plan was for the four of you to enter the bank, take one person hostage with your unloaded weapons, and then demand the clerks behind the register empty their tills and give you the contents, correct?
Yeah, that's right.
I've seen the security footage. It appears that your plan went just as your brother had designed. It was well executed, considering the tellers were unable to hit the alarm at first. I assume he and Drew designed a plan for that.
Yeah, well, Drew and Turner had a plan for everything. They fought about it quite a bit, but we were all in agreement before we went in.
What did the two of them fight about?
So, after Turner came up with the plan, Drew wanted to try for the vault too. He also wanted to involve a friend that worked at the bank. Drew thought he could get one of his old coworkers to help us get in the vault real quick and get more money. Turner said that he wasn't going to risk getting anyone else involved, so it never happened. Turner also said no to the vault talk. He kept saying that what made it a good plan was that it was simple and it would be hard to fuck up. Trying to include someone else or get into the vault made the plan not simple.
So there were no fights discussing the way the money would be handled after you escaped?
Nah, none at all. Turner said it was a four-way split. He had no interest in taking more or stealing from the other two. Like I said, he wanted it simple. The money went four ways. He said, we wouldn't be rich or nothing, but it'd be safer this way.
Alright, back to the actual robbery. The camera shows that you came in, Rick grabbed a woman as a hostage, and the rest of you secured the employees in the tills. The two guards tried to de-escalate, but neither drew their weapons at the time. Then what happened?
Then shit got fucked.
What exactly does that mean?
Well, it's kind of hard to explain, but a woman walked into the bank. She was carrying one of those big-ass guns that you see in the movies. She looked kind of stupid carrying it, like she would fall over if she tried to fire it. But then she lifted the gun. It was fucking scary. She lifted it like it was nothing new for her. Like she had used this gun 1,000 times before and it was no problem. And that's when everyone panicked. I think I froze, but Drew and Turner and Rick, they all started just shooting. Which was even more weird because Drew and Rick knew their guns were empty, but they still kept pulling the trigger. And then the guards shot them.
Shot who?
The guards, They shot Drew and Rick. It was like the guards didn't even see the woman. Turner tried to switch from the woman to the guards and shoot them. He was trying to take cover at the same time, and that's when he shot that dude. I know Turner would never have wanted to hurt an innocent person. That's just not who he is. But everything was so chaotic.
And did Turner shoot one of the guards?
You have the bank's camera stuff. You saw what happened.
Marcus, I need you to confirm it. Now please answer the question. Did Turner shoot one of the guards?
Yeah. After he accidentally shot that customer, or maybe before, I'm not exactly sure when, but he shot one of the guards in the chest, and then he ran out of bullets. That's when the other guard came out of hiding and shot Turner in his neck.
Then what happened?
Then the guard pointed his gun at me. I couldn't move though. I just kept staring at the woman in the doorway. And she pointed her weapon at the guard and then she said something. Then she shot him. She saved my life, I think. That's when I snapped out of it, and I ran over to Turner and sat down next to him while he died.
I'm sorry for your loss. Marcus, do you remember what the woman looked like?
Yeah, she was, maybe 5.5 feet tall. She has a tan skin and brown hair that came down to her chin, but with like bangs that were pushed to the side, Anyway, she was wearing a black apron and blue jeans, and she had a name tag on that said Emily.
And you're absolutely certain about that description?
Yeah, man, I swear it. Every time I close my eyes, I can see her looking at me. I could never forget her.
Marcus, I've reviewed that footage. There was no woman in the doorway. No one walked in after you entered the bank.
What? No. That's not possible. Everyone in there saw her.
Your brother and his friends did draw their weapons and begin firing, but there was no woman.
It's fucking bullshit, man. She shot that guard. I watched her do it. She saved me.
No, Marcus. We don't know why yet, but the first guard that was shot in the chest, the one your brother shot, is the person that shot the other guard.
Officer, detective, that makes no sense, man. Like, why would he shoot his friend to save me? No, I know what I saw, and I saw that woman, and other people in there saw her too.
You said it yourself. The guards didn't see her. They only seemed to be shooting at the others.
Look, I'm not making this up. I know what I saw. I know who I saw.
Okay, let's start from the beginning again.
Oh my God, really?
Hey, Detective Bullard, do you have a minute?
Yeah, I do. Marcus, I'll be right back.
Yeah, whatever.
Well, Marcus, really quick. You said the woman with the gun said something and she fired at the guard. Do you remember what it was?
Yeah, I think so, but it's strange. I think she said albatross.
Albatross. Right. Officer, after you.
Hey, George, Look, I'm really sorry to do this, but the captain is pulling you off the interrogation.
What? Why? The kid is talking.
Well, I know. He said he's concerned for a couple reasons, okay? He said that the kid might be going for an insanity defense, so at this point, everything he says might be worthless anyway. And on top of that, we've had some weird things develop with the witnesses from the bank.
What's that?
The other witnesses. They've all corroborated that kid's story about the woman.
What? How's that possible?
We don't know. We have the lab looking at the video footage now to see if it has been tampered with somehow. At this point, though, every single person claims to have seen the woman walk in. Same description every time, and 3 separate people have all verified that she had a name tag on that said Emily.
What is going on here? Excuse me. I think I need to make a call.
Okay, round two. Name something that's not boring.
A laundry? Ooh, a book club. Computer solitaire, huh?
Ah, oh, sorry, we were looking for Chumba Casino. That's right, ChumbaCasino.com has over 100 casino-style games. Join today and play for free for your chance to redeem some serious prizes. ChumbaCasino.com. No purchase necessary. Void where prohibited by law. 18+. Terms and conditions apply. See website for details.
Lucky Land Casino, asking people, what's the weirdest place you've gotten lucky?
Lucky? In line at the deli, I guess?
Aha, in my dentist's office. More than once, actually.
Do I have to say?
Yes, you do.
In the car before my kids' PTA meeting.
Really?
Yes.
Excuse me, what's the weirdest place you've gotten lucky?
I never win and tell.
Well, there you have it. You can get lucky anywhere, playing at LuckyLandSlots.com. Play for free right now. Are you feeling lucky? No purchase necessary. Void where prohibited by law. 18+. Terms and conditions apply. See website for details.
Hey everyone, Nico here with another podcast that I am strongly recommending for anyone that likes dark fantasy, gritty, action-filled content. I could go on about it all day long. I absolutely love it and highly recommend it to any of my friends that are into fantasy fiction podcasts. But instead, I will let you just check out the promo. So here you go.
Are you looking for a D&D podcast with a dark side? Something more like Game of Thrones and less like Monty Python? Tale of the Manticore is part dark fantasy audio drama, part solo D&D RPG. There's no plot armor here. The dice make all the important decisions. Join me as I resurrect the excitement, wonder, and emotion of old school D&D. Made for a mature audience, Tale of the Manticore is both a fiction and a game. It's the story where chaos rolls.
Emily frowned at the cloudy sky above. She already missed sunshine from the last couple days as the light gray clouds loomed over the city. Resigned, she shifted her gaze from the sky back to the crosswalk light and turned her attention back to her current phone call with Amber.
Yes, Amber, I hear you. You want to go out tonight, but I'm just really not feeling it.
You know it will take your mind off things.
I just don't think I'm up for it. Maybe this weekend.
Okay, what are you doing right now? I can hear you walking.
I'm heading to have a drink with Hastings in September.
I really wish you would let me go with you to meet those two. I still don't completely trust them.
You don't know them. And I'm telling you right now, so if I go missing or something, you can call the cops for me.
That's not funny. That could really happen.
Amber, I'm fine.
Famous last words.
They're just helping me figure things out. They aren't gonna hurt me.
Fine. Just give me a call when you leave so I know they aren't chopping you up into pieces or something.
Jesus, Amber.
Just saying. It happens.
Oh, speaking of random murders, have you seen the news about that robbery at Family Regional Bank?
Nice subject change.
Thank you.
I think I read something about it on social media, but I haven't seen anything. Is that the bank near your apartment?
Yeah, so strange, right?
So many robberies. And weren't people killed at that one too?
Yeah.
Maybe the north side is just starting to go downhill. Have you thought about moving to my side of the city?
There were 2 robberies. It's not like the whole neighborhood is burning. It is Chicago.
They were murders, Emily, not just robberies.
Yeah, I know. But you know what's even stranger about this one? I feel like I know the one bank robber. That one they have in custody that survived.
Why do you think that?
He's just really familiar.
Do you think he went to the coffee shop?
That's what I thought at first too, but then I sent his pic to Sam and he said he'd never seen the guy before.
So how do you think you know him?
I'm not sure, but I know I've seen him somewhere before.
You're having the strangest week.
You are not wrong.
So I was thinking, if we aren't going to go out tonight, maybe Sam and I should come over again. Just so we can keep an eye on you.
I don't think so, Amber. I really appreciate you coming over last night, but I think I need to spend some time alone. I need time to process everything.
All right, Em. Just know that I'm here for you.
Oh shit. Amber, I have a call coming in. I think it's important.
More important than our heart-to-heart?
Yeah. It's that detective I talked to the other day. I'll call you later, alright? Hello?
Hello, is this Emily?
Yes, this is her.
Emily, this is Detective George Bullard. Do you have a moment?
Sure. How can I help you, detective?
Would you be willing to drop by the station later today to answer some questions?
Is it urgent? I have some friends I'm about to meet.
Nah, not urgent, just sometime today. I'll be trapped here at the station all day long.
Alright. Is this about the cafe or the Nathan kid?
Actually, no. It's about something else.
What is it?
This is a different case. There was a robbery near your address, and people were hurt in the event.
Oh, yeah. I saw that on the news. I'm not sure how I'm going to be able to help, though.
I know it's strange, and it's probably nothing. I just want to check a few boxes.
Okay, sounds good. I'm sure I can make it down today, then.
Emily pauses before the clear glass door of the pub where she's supposed to meet again with September and Hastings. She could have told George no, but he was right when he said something was strange. She needed to know how she was connected to that Marcus person. There was a connection there. She could feel it. George calling her and asking her to come in could not be a coincidence. Emily thinks back to her conversation with Amber and the lies she told. She didn't want to be alone. She would have loved to have Amber and Sam hang out again. She longed for the feelings of security and compassion that she felt around them. But it wasn't safe. Emily needs to keep her friends safe, and if lying was the only way to do that, then she would lie until her lips bled. Then Emily saw Hastings, the man who cannot lie, sitting in the booth of the bar. He smiled and waved for her attention. She opened the door and entered. Emily Swanson is voiced by Tisha Zang. Marcus Baker is voiced by Nico Rodriguez. Detective George Bullard is voiced by Anthony Kinney. Amber Lang is voiced by Nari Kwak, with special guest Glenn Michael Sexton as the other police officer, and special guest Dee Chauvin as the news reporter. Chronicler rules read by Shamas Rodriguez and narrated by Michael Cole. ISFET Archives was written by Nico Rodriguez in collaboration with Tisha Zang. ISFET Archives is a Creative Typo Entertainment production. Find out more about our show at www.creativetypo.com.
A special thank you to Nick Mead, our executive producer from Patreon.
Hey y'all, Tisha here. I wanted to take a moment to express my sincere gratitude to each and every one of you who have finished this episode and are still continuing to listen. Creating ISFET Archives has been a labor of love for all of us, and your engagement with our content has been a constant source of motivation and inspiration for everyone at Creative Typo. Whether you listen to all of our Creative Typo productions or just catch the occasional show, your willingness to tune in and lend us your ears means the world to us. And if you're enjoying ISFET Archives and want to hear more, I invite you to check out our Patreon page. By becoming a patron, you'll gain access to exclusive content, behind-the-scenes updates, binge access, giving you the entire season of our individual shows all at once. ISFET Archives is in there as well, all while helping us cover the cost of producing and promoting our podcasts. Whether you can contribute a little or a lot, every bit helps, and we're grateful for any support you can offer. Thanks everyone, and see you on the next episode.